What's the relationship you have with Mendy that you can have an opportunity to go back out there?
I think probably he sees something in my eyes, or probably he see, he's lacking, so he can do this.
The first time we met, you had just eaten one of these, and you stopped me to be like, what was that sandwich I just ate? So because of that, we just thought it would be nice to, just have some pastrami together. Just a couple of guys having some nice cured meat.
Starving.
I want to try it.
This is the first time I've had bread in quite a while.
I'm not going to.
Mustard? Mustard?
The meat's so tender, right?
That's so tender, yeah.
Hey, it's Vito Calisi. That's Jonathan Barron. And you know who's back? The Mets are back, baby.
Mets never went anywhere.
Nope.
I mean, what an up and down week here at Citi Field. After last weekend, Sunday, the Vientos walk-off home run. Then you get into Monday, City Connect night. Sevy takes the no-hitter into the 8th inning. Game doesn't go the Mets' way. That stunk. Then Tuesday, the Mets are in a dub. The DJ Stewart homer, the light show that was electric here at Citi Field. And then, of course, we all know what happened on Wednesday night. Just the most topsy-turvy kind of game that doesn't go the Mets' way. And then it all evens out on Thursday with a dramatic, exciting victory. The Francisco Lindor flu game, I sent you the picture before of Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. And he does it against Chicago, by the way. How about that?
How about this? Before we get into talking about any of the episode, why don't we just get right into it? The guy who's going to be pitching the day this episode comes out, Jose Quintana, we spoke to him just a few days after his last start, which was obviously incredible, went 8 innings, and we talked to him about that moment he had with Carlos Mendoza where Quintana said, give me the ball, and he went back out there, and he shoved. So let's just get right into it. Here's our interview with Jose Quintana, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hope you're hungry, by the way.
Hey, it's Vito Calisi and Jonathan Barron from Meet at the Apple, and we're here with Jose Quintana, one of our favorite guys. And just before we get into anything, we want to talk to you about the other day, Sunday. I think it's just one of the coolest things to see. You're on the mound. Carlos Mendoza comes out to take you out, and you just obviously don't want to come out. How does that even go over? Like, what's that conversation like?
Well, I know that's coming. I respect he go out at the time because I get 2 outs. But as soon as I saw him, I say I don't want to go out. So just give me the chance to get this to get Contreras out. And he said, well, throw the ball with conviction, and this is your shot. So get this guy out. So I say, all right, I got it. It's my game. I want to get this shot. So that was really good. I appreciate that from him. That opportunity to finish that inning at that time.
And you didn't just get him out. You struck him out there. And Contreras is probably the best hitter in their lineup right now. He had an OPS over 900, lefty-righty, but Mendy still sticks with you. And after you get the swing and miss, the crowd's going nuts. It was a great ovation, and you emoted in a big way. You really let your emotions show there. What was going through your mind once you got that final out and you had completed 8 innings and just put the final touches on a great outing?
Yeah, it was so exciting for me. My best outing in the season so far. I get that strikeout in the game in the line. 1-on-1 at that time. So that was so cool. That gave me a lot of confidence. I need that moment, and in the right time, and it was so cool. So I really enjoyed that moment. We played this game to have fun, and it was really fun at the time.
What's the relationship you have with Mendy that you can have an opportunity to go back out there? And like, a lot of managers don't like to give up like that kind of control or that kind of, but like being able to have that relationship with Mendy where he says, all right, this is your chance, go out there and do it.
Yeah, was good. I think probably he sees something in my eyes, or probably he see, he's lacking, so he can do this. So and because like you say, sometimes the managers right away call to the bullpen and that's it. So for more we want to stay as the manager decision. So it's pretty cool. So he gave me that chance. So it was so special for me, and I complete my job at that time. That's good. So sometimes you get that chance, and probably you walk that guy or something happen. So maybe next time you need to wait to deserve that time again. You know what I mean? That's kind of kind of the game play.
And it was the first time you had completed 8 innings in September of 2022. That was as a member of the Cardinals. So you're facing your former team, and Wilson Contreras was a former battery mate of yours. So it was a little extra special to do it against the Cardinals and get Wilson for that final out in that moment there.
Yeah, I know Willie a lot. I played with him. He was my catcher for a couple of years, and we have really good relationships. So, it's compete. It's just you go out there to compete, no matter who is in the box. So, you want to get that out, and fight for I want to get that chance to back and our hitters give me the chance to win the game, for us. So I say I want to finish this. And get the chance to get the W. So it was really good for us to get that win and extras. So that's good.
And is pitching against the guy who caught you once upon a time a little bit tougher because he used to put fingers down for you. So if anyone's going to know what Jose Quintana might throw with 2 strikes there, it's the guy that used to be behind the plate catching Jose Quintana.
Yeah, he know me. He know how the ball move. But probably it's hard to hit.
Sure,
it's hard to hit, and I think Nito makes a really good job. Calling pitches, and we desire how we're gonna pull away. We choose the curveball and to make hit chase and works really good. So that's fun.
Now we have these sandwiches out here. I'm pretty hungry, but the story behind these sandwiches is that these are the pastrami sandwiches, one of a favorite at Citi Field. And the reason we got these out here today is because the first time we met, you had just eaten one of these. You had just eaten one of these, and you brought up to me. I was like talking to you before the interview, and you stopped me to be like, "What was that sandwich I just ate?" And I was like, "That was pastrami." And then I saw you at spring training, and then you said, "Back in New York, we got to have some pastrami." And then I think the first time I saw you here, you brought up the pastrami again. So because of that, we just thought it would be nice to, just have some pastrami together. Just a couple of guys having some nice cured meat.
I'm starving.
I want to try it.
Yeah, I'm starving.
This is the first time I've had bread in quite a while.
I'm not going to. This is a favorite here.
Can't beat it.
This is like one of the main things people get when they come here.
I'm a mess.
Did you spill it?
This thing leaked all over.
Mustard?
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 The meat's so tender, right?
That's so tender, yeah. I think they want to eat all the pastrami. I really like it. It's really tender.
Shout out to Lauren and Tara and F&B and Chef Jason for hooking it up.
What's it like to just be the Mets starter on opening day? And did you realize that was actually the first time the Mets had opened in home since 2019?
With fans in the stands.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah. 2020 they opened against the Braves, but it was COVID.
Yep. Okay.
So it was the first normal opening day here at Citi Field.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It was an honor.
Yeah.
Well, we need to get that game, But what's always special to get the ball in opening day. This is my second time I get it, and it's amazing. So, in particular, I think any starting pitcher wants to get that chance one time in your career, So, it's really good, bringing a lot of emotion to big crowd. First day. I think first days in baseball is so cool, so special,
Yeah.
Bring all the passion, and baseball is back. So,
What was the conversation like when Mendy told you that you were going to be the opening day starter?
He called me early. I remember that spring training. It was a surprise for me because I know I'm gonna be that guy probably. So I decided it's gonna be Sevy or me, I think. Because every All starter can be, So Hauser, Naya, they're gonna be great careers, and so I probably want to be that guy, but you never know when that coming. So when he said that to me was I feel so cool. So I said that's a great responsibility, for all our starters, to start the season and show to everybody how we're gonna be this year, and it's amazing. I don't have words to explain how cool it's throwing an opening day.
And that was a special time for you, not just because you got the nod to be the opening day starter, but right around that time, you also became an American citizen. So how special was that for you, and what made you want to get your citizenship?
Makes you special. This country give me a lot of things in my career. Give me great opportunities, and I really appreciate that. To be a citizens. All my family happy. All my daughters are at school here. So it's amazing opportunity I get, and as soon as I heard from my lawyer, hey, you had a chance now to be a citizen. So I didn't think that like 2 times. So hey, let's do it. I'm gonna get it.
What's the first thing you did as a citizen? Did you have did you celebrate? Did you like?
Yeah, my wife was first than me, so she get the citizen first than me, and as soon as I get it, we celebrate when a bottle of wine.
Nice,
good wine.
Nice.
What do you like to do away from the field? I know we had some time in spring training, but what does Jose Quintana do in his free time?
I really like to be around the water.
Okay.
I really like to. I'm not a fishing guy, but when I try, I know I'm gonna like. My off days, I like to be in the water, rent a boat, or be chilling, and enjoy a good time with my family. So this time is a little hard to see my daughters really often. So that's the time I take more to spend with them. But it's the time for me. I'm gonna be around the water most of the time I can.
You know what's funny? Just getting your citizenship and then being like, I want to go fishing. That really goes together. That's really American.
That is. And you're also a big soccer fan as well, right?
Oh yeah, I've been watching the game Real Madrid today against
Champions League?
Champions League. Mm-hmm. Yeah, against Bayern Munich. Yeah.
Have you been paying attention to some of the New York sports? Like you got the Knicks in the playoffs right now. You got the Rangers in the playoffs. You got the Islanders in the playoffs. Have you been watching the other sports closely at all?
I've been watching hockey, the Rangers, most of the time.
My guy.
The Rangers. I like it. I like hockey. Well, all my career, I've been watching the team in Chicago.
You were in Chicago, in Pittsburgh, the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
You were always in cities that had good hockey teams. You had Crosby, you
teams.
had Kane and Taves when you were in Chicago.
Yeah.
They were winning the Stanley Cup when you were in Chicago.
Yes, they won. They won Stanley Cup one year. I don't remember what year it was.
15.
Yeah.
Have you skated?
No.
You got to try that out.
I want to try.
Tell us about your love for hockey.
Well, I like it. It's really intense. I like that game and the way they play. It's a little similar like mentally we have on the mound. So I think in hockey they don't have time to be distracting so quick. In my opinion, like they are like so intense all the time, always fighting, and we had the opportunity here in baseball.
Yeah, opening day.
That fighting.
Opening day there was almost a fight.
That fight is like. The way you want to compete against the hitters, all the time. So I really like hockey in that way. It's really entertaining.
Have you been to Madison Square Garden for a Rangers game yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
We should all go
one time.
What you got to do is you got to go to a playoff game. You guys come back from the road trip you're about to go on. Maybe the Rangers will be home. There's nothing like a playoff game at MSG.
Oh, I need.
Yeah,
I
there's
go,
probably
no
someone
doubt.
that could hook you up.
Yeah.
I'm sure. The boys went a couple years ago. I know they got a suite for a Game 7, which you can't beat a Game 7. So
I've been in Game 7 in Chicago, the Blackhawks against Detroit, I think. And one of those years, wow.
In overtime they won, I think, right?
Yeah, the Blackhawks won overtime.
It's pretty cool.
Well, dude, thanks so much. We won't keep you too long. You got to get out there, but thanks
you.
for joining us, and we'll have a different sandwich for you next time.
Yeah, tell us what we should bring next time.
Yeah, you tell us. We bring you.
We
what
cater.
You want.
Okay, I will. But that's so good. I say probably gonna try half. Probably gonna go all one.
Heck yeah.
Well,
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
So be sure to like, subscribe, Meet at the Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. We'll be talking about all kind of sandwiches all season. Make sure to leave comments, rate, review. Jose, thanks again. Let's all just take one more bite.
Maybe we should have named the show Meet at the Pastrami Stand. I don't know.
Did you expect him to love the pastrami as much as he did? I know he's brought it up to us a bunch of times, but I didn't think he would genuinely love it like that.
The fact that he had brought it up over and over, I kind of did. I mean, dude, that for me, I mean, it wasn't about me, so I wasn't going to go on, but that was my first bread. I mentioned that to you in 8 days. That was one heck of a way to break Passover.
And I did not eat the bread.
You did not.
Because Passover ends at 3 stars in the sky. So
I was
waited.
inside, so I didn't see the sun.
And you know what we're gonna do at one point?
What's
We're
that?
gonna do a really special giveaway.
What's it gonna be?
We have a not only Jose Quintana signed baseball, we have a slightly mustard stained
Oh yeah, game
Jose
used,
Quintana.
spicy brown.
Don't say game used because people are gonna think you actually mean game used.
podcast used with the mustards. Definitely a spicy brown.
Yeah.
And by the way, shout out to Lauren. We're just gonna do employee of the week right now.
Lauren?
Yeah, Lauren and Tara and F&B, food and beverage, for those who don't know, to execute, and Chef Jason.
Oh, you did a lot with them this week.
So much, and they crushed it, dude.
Wiener Day.
Unbelievable.
Dollar Dog Day was a viral phenomenon.
It was so good. I mean, first of all, shout out all the Mets fans who came through. I'm not gonna do anything questionable, but just crushing hot dogs. The second the gates opened, the lines were awesome.
Bro, the amount of there were people eating dollar dogs in Clover Club. Like where that's where a lot of the best food is.
They have good steak there.
They have steak there. They have like really good burgers, really good sandwiches, Pat LaFreda, like everything is there. And the amount of people I saw dude, people were holding.
What were you about to do?
What do you mean?
I thought you were about to do a motion.
No, I was saying the amount of people were just holding
Because I was about to do something like that.
I was just saying the way people are holding hot dogs in their hands. It was like I don't even know how to explain it. It was just people's hands just loaded with hot dogs.
Guzzling glizzies.
They were Edward hot dog hands.
It was fun. I hope it happens again. Like a nice middle July weekend. Nah, probably not the weekend, but just middle of July, nice summer night. Mets are like 2 games up for the first wild card spot. 40,000 people here, and there's just glizzies for everybody.
How many? Oh wait, we should acknowledge we didn't get to do 999 deal.
Oh yeah, we didn't, but it was probably for the better. I thought about it. Content is king, right? Like I would have been down to do it for.
I would have been down
for the fun.
Once our boss kind of laid out why we weren't able to do it, it made a lot of sense though.
Because there's way too many nitrates, and that's not healthy.
Yeah. Also, just when he laid out the on paper the way it looked, I was like, that's a good point. That would look bad.
I would have regretted it. Like we'd still be burping and tasting hot dog right now. Like 4 days.
Can I tell you actually
later?
what I ate today?
Hot dogs.
So I'm a big clover salad guy. That's like my move now. So I got my clover salad, but then I was like, you know what? I'm pretty bummed I didn't get to have a dollar dog the other day because it was Passover.
Yeah.
So I bought a
No,
hot
it was
dog.
over. It was over by that time.
It wasn't. Well, I left the game in the first or second inning, so I wasn't here for when I would have been able to eat it.
Sure.
But I bought it. I had a salad and then I topped it off with a hot dog. Also, my
Wait,
salad.
Time out. You topped your salad with a hot dog?
I meant I ate my salad and then I had a.
Oh my God. I thought I put grilled chicken on my salad. Like you sliced up hot dog pieces and sprinkled it on top of your bed of lettuce.
I take back what I said. I actually ate the hot dog first and then I had a salad. Dude, today was not a good eating day for the boy. Today,
No,
because it was nice out and I was like, I haven't had ice cream yet, so I just crushed
From the
press box, Mr. Softy.
You know, I've never used that machine.
Ever?
Not once.
That's crazy.
Do
you not like soft serve?
You know I don't eat ice cream, really.
I don't know you don't eat ice. I know you don't like cheese, but I didn't know that went to ice cream.
No, I mean, you know that I try to keep it
Do you guys,
relatively healthy.
listeners, do you hear how he talks to me like we've been married for 30
But
years?
you know this. How many meals have we eaten together? We've traveled together multiple times. You watch me eat. You watch me microwave fish unapologetically in the office.
You know, today somebody did put lobster in the toaster oven.
My problem with that,
and did you hear what I said as you walked out?
David Jarowski outed you.
Did you hear what I said as you walked out?
No.
I said, Dave, the reason it's messed up is because if he did that, everybody would be up in arms.
Here's my problem with it. It's not that it smells like whatever, I can't be commenting and pointing
It
fingers.
actually didn't smell. I will say that. It also didn't
It's
smell.
that lobster salad, not lobster salad, but like lobster. That's supposed to be chilled.
What are you, leave it in the comments.
A lobster roll.
What are your opinions on toaster oven and microwave etiquette at work? What are your opinions?
Or just general like fish in the office. I am a big tuna guy. A little albacore
Big
solid
tuna.
white. That's right. You guys have been missing out on calling me that for a long time.
I'm not. I mean, it just seemed like you wanted it too badly. Wait,
I don't want it. I'm just saying.
We
That's
go
what
off-
we do here on Meet at the
go
Apple.
off
We
on
meet at the
tangents.
Apple and then we talk about tuna fish.
But we started off just talking about employee of the week, and then we never even.
Correct. Yeah, you're sorry, Lauren and Tara.
And
you guys,
Jason.
And Jason, you guys deserve your due for executing an incredible night, hooking us up where we
They got a
needed.
Topps card.
I know. That's because Citi Field, we broke a hot dog record. So
Citi Field Taylor's looking at me because I think he's confused. I think he thinks that I mean that Lauren, Tara, and Chef Jason are
No,
all getting
Citi Field
Tom's
got
cards.
Citi Field got a card for the new ballpark record. We need to go for the. I think Toronto set some sort of. I don't know who the governor of like keeping these records is for hot dogs, but I know the Blue Jays, those Canadians up there. You know, no. I was thinking about that. That would be a really fun promotion if we try to set some sort of a Guinness World Record at the ballpark for something like whether it's hot dogs consumed or whether it's
consumed would be sick. But then I mean, it can't be hot dogs consumed.
a
because,
football stadium would beat you.
But hot dogs consumed. It can't be consumed because then like wouldn't the Guinness rep have to like watch each individual hot dog get eaten?
I have no idea how in the world they manage.
How many hot dogs do you think you could eat in a game? Like no BS. Like no macho, no ego. How many hot dogs do you think you could realistically eat in a 9-inning game?
I can eat way more than you think. I can eat like
I'm not. I didn't.
no.
Yeah.
I'm not
asking you a number.
Yeah, no. I know that you're not doubting me.
I'm not asking you for a number.
I mean, I could definitely do 9. That's why I was up for it because
Yeah,
I
9
would
seems
have
easy. 9 seems like a relaxing day.
like just go to the point where like I'm gonna be feeling terrible, or like to the point of pleasure and not like
No, like
this
what's
is
the
awful.
most like before you're like, all right, I have to stop now.
Before I'm like uncomfortable. I don't know, probably like 6 or 7. You know, like you and I both agreed. The gyro, snack, not a meal, snack.
Yeah, it's-
Hot dog, snack.
Hot dogs, like I would say I would like this is gonna sound wild.
Two hot dogs.
Hot dogs barely even like potato chips to me. I
Yeah.
feel like, you know what I mean? Like a bag of potato chips, a hot dog, not even a bag, a small bag of potato chips, a hot dog. What's the difference?
Turkey sandwich, like I don't know, 6 slices of turkey between 2 pieces of bread.
You know
snack.
what's not a snack? The amazing Italian sandwich that they serve here. Dude, that thing is a full-on meal. And like I'm saying that as a boy who likes to eat.
Thick.
Dude, it's thick.
How many
with 2
C's? How many
It's
C's?
thick like cold peanut butter. Dude, that thing is just that thing is a monster. I had to split it with my wife, like, and I'm a kid who likes to eat. I
Yeah.
literally split it and was like, I'm done eating for the day. Dude,
Where
do
is
you-
that? Is that in the marketplace also?
It's in the Metro Marketplace. Do you want to hear what I did actually when I went to LA?
Yeah.
I actually like didn't eat that game. I bought the deli sandwich and then me and my wife split it on the flight.
Really?
Yeah. I took some tinfoil from here, I wrapped it up, and I brought that onto the
Smart.
No, man, I bring food into the airport now.
And then he goes to the fancy Delta Lounge, and I guess you don't.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
No, you didn't.
They changed the parameters. I didn't get to go.
What do you mean they changed the parameters?
Our card doesn't
You're
work.
out? You're
Our
out?
card doesn't work there anymore.
What do you have to do to get back in?
I have a different card that gets me into some lounges, but not Delta Lounge. So I'm thinking, dude. I mean, like, yo,
We've got to know someone that
you
could.
know me. You know me when things don't go as like planned, and like when a wrench gets thrown in. You can imagine being my wife in this situation on the way home. It was like late at night. I was not a happy camper, dude. I was
Because you were expecting, like, you had it planned out. You're like, I'm going to get there.
We
Wanna
got
go
to
the Delta
We
Lounge.
got to the airport like 2.5 hours early, and we were like,
For the Delta Lounge.
we were like,
you want
okay,
to
cool,
enjoy
we'll
the
relax.
luxury.
I was gonna edit there,
Yep. Then what happened?
and then we got there, and they were like, your card doesn't work, and I was like, excuse me.
When did they change that? Did you get the
January,
details?
like 1st or 2nd. Yeah, but so we're just considering like just moving our cards around to figure it out because I do love the Delta Club. It's like
The creme de la creme.
dude, I'm just a big fan of like just being comfortable at the airport.
Let's just say it. You're low key bougie.
I'm low-key
You
bougie.
come off as salt of the earth, blue collar.
You know who is salt of the earth?
You're
and
not.
Blue? You know who?
You're a little bougie.
I am a little bougie. You know who is salt of the earth, blue collar?
Tell me.
Our next guest, Deonte Banks.
Oh,
who-
Tay?
Tay, as he told us to call him as he sat down. And then, you know, the interview starts off. We mentioned that. We also bring up to him, like, we were not afraid to tell him that we're Jets fans.
I feel like if we didn't tell him that we're Jets fans, the integrity of the whole conversation would have been out
It
the
would be
window
fake.
before it started.
We would look fake.
I think he respected the fact that we're Jets fans. So then when we asked him or hit him with the hard hitting questions, and you guys will listen, you'll hear it very soon. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And he gave us the answer, which was incredible, by the way. Shout out number 14, Seattle. I think that he answered that because he was like, these guys keep it real, and I appreciate that.
Well,
and we
I-
appreciate Tay.
I would have felt like a fraud after how much we've talked about the Jets on this podcast and mentioned that we're fans of the Jets.
Yeah.
If we like sat here with like a dude from the Giants and just didn't like acknowledge like
I mean, look, there were some questions I really wanted to ask him that we didn't get to.
what?
I don't know, about like the starting quarterback and
Oh, you mean like you wanted to go deep. You wanted to like be more.
like his dime's the guy or what, something like that. We talked about Tommy
but
D, which is
that
cool.
would be like, here's the thing.
He
like,
couldn't say anything.
He couldn't say anything, and then like, what do you do? Like, then you're putting him. Like, I never understand.
I
Why
know,
people
we didn't
do
do it.
that,
We didn't
why
do it.
people do that to like an athlete. It's like, what are you doing? Like, he can't. He's not. You're not even gonna get a good answer out of him. He's just gonna
know.
say some canned response. But I was surprised he answered the questions that we did ask him that were a little on the line. But it was a really fun interview, so we decided to include it on today's episode. So here it is, us with our new buddy Tay. Hey, it's Vito Calisi and Jonathan Barron from Meet at the Apple. We're here with Deontay Banks, but I feel like we're cool enough now. You told us that we could just call you Tay.
Yes, sir.
Now, how long do people usually know you before you get to that level?
No, I mean, really, usually people just start off calling me Tay.
Okay,
right.
so we're behind the ball.
Yeah,
Oh,
call me behind.
Well, he has it on his back. You got the new City Connect jersey.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of the jersey?
I love the jersey, like especially like the purple with pop. Like, so I like it. I love it.
Do you know why the purple's there?
Nah,
The 7 train.
what that is?
That's the train that people take to get here.
Subway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no Subway in Jersey. You can't take the Subway to MetLife.
You actually guess you? Oh no,
No, you take the Secaucus.
Transit.
Yeah, you transfer at Secaucus.
Now we're not gonna lie to you. We're both Jets fans, so we just want to be
We're
straightforward.
New York sports fans.
We know you're going to turn into a fan of the show after this, so we know you're going to start listening and you're going to hear something about the Jets, and then you're going to be mad at us. But we just want to be straightforward with you.
Usually we kind of say not bad things about the Jets, but we're hurt as Jets fans. We've
Yeah.
been hurt
Right.
for a while. I want to ask you though about City Connect. If the Giants were to make a jersey like that, what kind of a cool new jersey do you think that would suit the Giants?
All black jersey would be crazy.
All right, just stealth mode.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Like with a blue and red type helmet. That'd be crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
That'd be crazy. But like, see how the outline purple? Our outline would be like blue or red.
I think
So
red
that'd
would be
hot.
fire.
Yeah, that'd be
that'd
hot.
be good.
Now you share a building with the Jets at MetLife. Both teams play at the same stadium. You switch it over every other week.
Yes, sir.
What's it like sharing a stadium with another team that plays the same sport as you at the same time?
I don't really like get the feel. I don't really feel it too much because like we never really see each other. Truth be told, like we never really be in the stadium at the same time or none of that. So
You ever go in and you see the wrong colors up and you're like, come on, guys, hurry up.
no, sir,
No,
never.
because I think this year the Jets played a Sunday night game and you guys played Monday night.
Yeah.
So I know that Monday Night Football like showed the total changeover of the stadium, even the team store. Like there are so many details that need to be changed over,
Yeah,
and
gotta
it's
be.
crazy. But so like you guys, when you get there, it's all Giants now. You see zero green at all.
Street. Yeah, everything good.
Interesting.
Even we played them this year. You know, we played them this past season.
That's right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the Jets were home though.
Giants Jets was the worst game of my life I ever went to for the Jets.
What year did you go?
I went to
he was at the Victor
the
Cruz
Christmas
game.
Eve. I went to the Christmas Eve game.
You know about that
Ruined
game?
my Christmas.
Victor Cruz, 99 yards.
Yeah.
I was
2011.
at that game. I was in all my
Yeah.
Jet stuff. I watched that game and I
Talking
just,
about the tip pass, like it was a one hand pass, or was it one hand?
No, that was in the preseason. That was the
Yeah.
coming out party for Victor Cruz
okay.
when he was wearing I think he was wearing number 1 or something like that.
He was
Back-
three. He was
Yeah.
wearing three. Yeah.
Speaking of number 3, you just changed your number to number
Yes,
3.
I did.
Why'd you do that?
3 is actually my favorite number. It's actually like the month I was born and the day I was born. So
I don't know if you agree or disagree, but I grew up in the 90s, 2000s where linemen were in the 60s and 70s
Yeah.
and receivers were wearing 80s and
80s.
linebackers were wearing 50s and running
50s.
backs were in the 20s
20s.
and quarterbacks are wearing numbers in the teens.
Right.
And now we got linebackers wearing 2. And I guess a cornerback wearing 3 isn't the worst thing, but it's just
Lovely.
I know in college you could do whatever you wanted.
Right.
And in the NFL a couple years ago they changed it, but it's weird. It's hard to get used to as a
I
fan.
never thought I was gonna get 3 in the NFL, but when they changed, I'm like, I need it
Yeah.
for sure.
Speaking of college, you went to UMD, Maryland. Cool campus. I've been a few times. I am an Indiana University guy.
Right.
So, give me your review of Bloomington, Indiana. First of all, what was your experience like playing at Memorial Stadium?
I'm sure you thought you were going to get into this on the Mets podcast, is talking about the ins and outs of Indiana.
It's relevant.
How many times did I play at Indiana? I played there. We lost that game. I think only 1 and 2 against Indiana.
Yeah.
But when we played there, it was a cool atmosphere. It wasn't crazy. I think it was COVID, so it wasn't really. I don't think there was that many fans there.
Gotcha. That was the year that Michael Penix
Yeah.
was injured.
Yeah.
You were playing in that game. That was a
Yeah.
tough one for us IU fans, but I think Michael rebounded pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. 8th overall. Not
he was
bad.
Number 9 pick. Number
8
8 pick.
8 to the Falcons.
That's lovely.
Yeah, man.
So when you walked in, I said to you, my name is Vito. You brought up a friend of yours,
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
What was it like being just on the, not on the side, but watching that whole thing happen last year? Just Tommy DeVito mania, Tommy Cutlets, throwing out some of these. I mean, that must have been insane to be a part of.
It was fun. If you see, I have it mic'd up with the Giants, and you can see me celebrating and all that, talking about my Tommy. So it was fun.
Do you know? Have you heard about Linsanity that we had here? It was a
for
lot
sure.
like Linsanity.
100%. And even as a Jet fan, like, I don't know if you felt this way. I couldn't help but root for Tommy DeVito. He
was a
became
run.
must-watch
Yeah,
TV,
run.
and everyone was enjoying it in New York.
I wasn't watching Jets games at that time.
Yeah, no, I
We
hear
went
you.
on a win streak, so it was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun.
Did he buy cutlets for the boys ever? Did he just get?
Yeah, he did. Bro.
Yeah?
They was in a facility.
Were they homemade by his mom? Because I know that was a thing.
Oh
or,
no,
nah,
I
he
think it was
catered.
from his restaurant. Yeah,
All right.
from a restaurant.
All right.
So Yankees and Mets is obviously a thing because, fans jaw at each other, fans get at each other. But we were talking about this. We brought it up a few times. I feel like that's not a thing as much in football. Like, I don't despise the Giants anymore. Like, I don't get mad. Like, I'm just, like we said, we were rooting for Tommy DeVito and you guys after that because the story was so good. Right. Is there a rivalry at all with you guys? Like, do you have any friendly competition?
With the Jets?
With the Jets, yeah.
I mean, we play so I heard that we only play the Jets like every 4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then in the preseason every year, it's a tradition.
So I really
3?
It changed. Yeah. It used to be week 3. I think it's week 4 now.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's a rivalry, but we definitely like when it's time to play each other, like we want to see who owns the. You feel me?
Of
Whoever
course.
win that game owns the city for 4 years.
You get the Empire State Building colors too, right now, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. What's it like playing for Brian Daboll? Even though we're Jets fans, we still see everything that he does, and he seems like a vibe. Is he a vibe in the locker
that's
room?
My guy, like that's my guy, for sure.
Yeah.
FaceTime me, all that. Like he fun. He a fun dude.
I got one more. What wide receiver last year in your rookie season? You had a great rookie year. What wide receiver talked the most smack out there?
Talk the most to me?
Yeah.
Who talked the most to me? DK.
Okay.
Yeah, DK.
That makes
Okay.
sense. That adds
Yeah,
up.
DK.
DK Metcalf.
DK 100%.
Okay.
Oh yeah, DK.
That's good. All right.
What's the best stuff you've heard?
Yeah.
Like, what's like gotten you the most riled up out there that you've heard from another guy?
Like smack talk that you respect, and it actually like got to you, and you're like, all right, watch this.
I don't remember. I think he told me I was little or something. Like I don't remember.
You're not little.
I'm sitting
he
next to you
knows
right
that.
now.
You're not little at
He
all.
knows that,
I mean,
too.
DK is also like 5 times the size of a normal human
Yeah,
being.
he is.
So I
It's
guess,
cool. It's cool.
Have you got-
We played him again this year.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And he's going to maybe listen to Meet at the Apple.
Yeah, hell
And
yeah.
he's going to regret what he said to you.
Hell yeah.
Have you gotten a chance to speak with Malik Neighbors yet?
We actually DM'd each other on Instagram, but like spoke. Nah, not yet.
All right. Are you looking forward to going one-on-one
For sure.
in OTAs
It's gonna
and
be
in
fun.
training camp?
It's gonna be real fun.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to seeing that. Thanks for joining us at the
For sure.
Apple.
Appreciate
and,
y'all.
best of luck moving forward, man.
Thank you.
And make sure to like, subscribe on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. We're available on the Mets YouTube as well. Are you going to subscribe?
For sure.
Tell your friends. Tell Tommy.
I will.
Tell all.
everybody.
Got you.
You know, I said to him after we finished up, and I wish I got this on camera, but I didn't because I forgot about it. I brought up the first pitch because for a second I forgot. Like he right after us, we interviewed him right before. He was going straight to the field to throw not an honorary first pitch, ceremonial. And for those who don't know, maybe you come to the games and you don't realize there's a difference. Honorary before the anthem, ceremonial primetime first pitch, reserved for celebrities, people like Deonte Banks. And he threw a ceremonial
To Tomas Nido.
to Tomas Nido, similar to French Montana, similar to who else? Well, there was one that didn't happen. No, that was
GZ
opening
didn't do a
day.
first pitch.
Yeah, he
GZ
didn't throw a first pitch. But that's the big time first pitch. And I asked him if he was ready and nervous, and we had him sign a couple balls, and we'll be giving some of those away pretty soon. And he held one of the baseballs in his hand, and NFL cornerback, like he's got some big mitts, and he goes, "Oh man, this is the ball." You're like, this thing is easy to throw. I mean, I'm sure he's throwing a football, and I asked him, like, "Do you ever throw a pigskin?" And he said I think he threw 2 touchdown passes in high school. He said, so, but I'm sure the baseball compared to the football, much easier. And he threw a pretty good first pitch.
He did. I mean, it was I really liked him. Funny, my wife made fun of my story because I put up the thing and I said he almost made us Giants fans, and she was like, why couldn't you just say that he made you Jets fans? And I was like, because we're not liars, and that's important to me.
Yeah, I mean, look, I said this to him and I meant it. So like when I was in high school, I think you were also in high school. The Jets and Giants, the Rex Ryan years,
Yeah, those are sick.
were like really truly competing.
I brought
for,
up the worst game of my life in that interview.
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of it. That like patch of time. But this goes back to like 2009 when the Jets went to the 2 title games, and the Giants won the Super Bowl right before, and then they bookended actually the Jets kind of run. We'll call it that. It wasn't a run. For us, it was a run.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back AFC championships is fun.
Sure. But like, there is a real like, this is our town. No, this is our town. No, this is our town. Like, I once went to Giants training camp when they were still up in Albany during those years. I was wearing my Darrell Revis jersey, and Justin Tuck emerged from the locker room. He was walking out to the practice field. He saw me in my Revis jersey. I'm not joking. He spotted me from like probably 30, 40 feet away because I'm wearing green in a sea of blue, and I was being obnoxious. What else is new, right?
No way.
Justin Tuck, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to have to challenge you with blurring me out.
He flipped you off?
Middle finger. Walked for like 50 feet with the middle. Passed me, turned around, kept going, backpedaling. But it's okay. Justin Tuck, huge Blue Shirts fan.
Did you ever go to Cortland when the Jets were there?
No, I've only been to whatever in Jersey. What's it called? Yeah.
Because they used to do SUNY Cortland. They used to like do.
I know.
training
Yeah, they
camp over
stopped.
there,
What's it called?
Which was sick for like college kids.
No, yeah. When the Jets moved to Jersey for training camp, when they were doing Hard Knocks, actually, somehow me and my buddy Scott and his little brother Josh, who I've spoken to you a lot about, we like snuck on the field because there was such chaos with all the Hard Knocks production crew. We got on the field. We met like Lavernius Coles, Bart Scott, Rex Ryan, Woody Johnson, Dustin Keller. Like, we got so many good pictures. Like Mark Sanchez, I think. But yeah, when they finally moved to Jersey, that's when I started. My dad used to take me out to Hofstra, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like way back in the day. Kerry Rhodes signed a ball for me. That was a big one.
Well, before we get out of here, we should talk about the Mets because
We got to talk about this game.
we have to talk about this series. I mean, like, some good, some bad, some highs, some lows. I think Friday's night's game is like a great example of the duality of baseball.
Friday night, Monday night.
Dude, can I tell you something?
I know the days of the week during.
I've thought this whole time that it was a weekend series. I thought today was Sunday. Yeah, wow. Okay, so Monday's game then? Monday's game.
Yeah, the near no.
The near no.
Yeah,
Monday's
Severy
game.
dash no.
That game is the duality of baseball because it was like the highs of highs and the lows of lows. Like, you think you're getting a no-hit. You think you're getting a perfect game. You think you're getting a no-hitter. Then you're just hoping to get a win. Team loses. It's tough because, obviously it's Edwin, and like Edwin has become so reliable, and it's just like it's all. And then like you go from feeling like what is going to be the ultimate high to like what for a moment felt like such like that was just such a tough loss. And then the Mets come out the next night, they win, and you feel great again. And then last night, yesterday, not the most fun game, not the best time, but like what's the most annoying about this series? It's one of those ones where you're like, and I know there's no almost, but you look at it and you're like, oh, it's just right there.
Yeah,
Like you could have swept.
you could have taken 3 out of 4.
That's what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is like,
Yeah, no.
every game is out. Like there's no almost.
They didn't get blown out.
No, like
yeah.
every game was
Dude,
within their reach.
It's the same thing like the first 5 games of the season, and we talked about that.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
They
It's
could
the
have
same
won
thing.
arguably all 5 of those games.
They could have arguably won all 4 of these.
100%, 100%. And look, the Cubs are a good team. The Cubs are winning by the margins. They do little things well. Christopher Morel had a great series. Ian Happ's a good ball player. Nico Horner atop the lineup's really good.
Is he supposed to be a cat?
Who?
Christopher Morel is it cat?
I love him. He's a baller.
I'm asking you a question, but is it supposed to be like kitty cat?
I'm not sure.
Is he supposed to be a little kitty cat?
I know Razor was going to play some cat sounds for him.
I just want to know if it's meant to be kitty cat like, or it's just like a style thing. I'm not making any jokes. I'm not being silly.
I think
just
it's a style thing.
It's not a kitty cat thing.
I don't know for a fact. If there's a Cubs podcast or if you're a Cub fan out there listening,
I just want to know if he's a kitty cat.
chime in. He's a damn good ball player. I'll tell you that much.
I didn't say he wasn't. I just want to know if
Yeah.
he's a kitty cat or not.
Yeah. Today or
But today's game. Let's talk about today's game.
Thursday. Got some nuggets on this one.
And today's game is one of those games where, like I said, you feel the lows of lows and then you feel the highs of highs. Because I screamed at my desk today because I was in there getting ready for the podcast, getting ready for the show. I was at my desk doing work. And like the funny thing about working for the Mets and working for the team is you find yourself a lot of times a game is happening right there and you find yourself watching the game on a TV in an office, which is so funny because I used to go to like 25 games a year and not leave my seat. And now I'm literally sitting at my desk looking up at the TV, just acting like, why don't I just go watch from there? It's like, oh, because my computer's here.
Well, this was another, like last Sunday. You came in, I turn around, and there's Vito's.
Oh, yeah, I ran.
Bang.
I ran to the control room for this game to celebrate with John because I was just so fired up. And like, I had 2 games this week where I'm not going to lie to you. It was the most I felt like watching as like a fan before I worked for the team. The Severino game, I was in the social box. There was the space heater that Amanda would use like all off season. I was literally hugging it the entire seventh inning was just holding it like this, just on every single.
Not because it
pitch.
was cold, because it was warm that day.
No, because
you wanted
It was
the
like a
no-hitter.
security pillow.
Got it.
Because I didn't work here for the combined one.
By the way, it was the same date.
I know.
April
I
29th.
noticed the next day when I got all my Facebook memories.
April 29th. Oh, we just had a little light outage. It's all right. We carry on. So yeah, let me hit you some nuggets with this game.
That means that's our wrap it up sign.
We gotta talk a little bit more. The second time the Mets have overcome a 4-run deficit this season. Only one other team has done that, the San Diego Padres. Pretty good ball club. So we've talked about it over and over here on the podcast. We've talked about it with Mendy, with Brandon Nimmo. We talked about it in a conversation we had with Harrison Bader this week, which you guys will see soon. By the way, Harrison Bader, I don't know if you noticed this, the Mets through the first, I think, 5 innings of this game, they didn't have a hit.
I did notice.
And Harrison Bader, for the second time this year, broke up a no-hitter. He also whizzed around third base, had a sprint speed right under 29 feet per second.
Whizzed around as I heard somebody flush from the bathroom over there.
The ambiance of the room we're in here. But how about Starling Marte? And it's not one, but 2 outfield assists in a 2-inning span in extra innings, throwing out guys that are awarded second base, not the second time around, but he is the first Mets outfielder with multiple outfield assists in extra innings in a single game. I know I told you this before.
You don't have to say that. You could have just acted like you didn't.
It's fine. I'm an honest man. Since Endy Chavez, June 4th, 2006.
Call it what you called it before.
And if you guys don't know what June 4th, 2006 was, let me tell you, that was the Lastings Millage game. And I will never forget where I was when that happened. I was at my cousin's wedding. We're taking photos. This is obviously before iPhones and smartphones. There used to be a thing where like you could text some number. It was like a 5-digit number, and it would tell you the score.
Well, there was also a thing where you'd pay like $3, and the Mets would send you text updates.
Yeah, I didn't subscribe to that. I did this whatever it was, and
Was it
Valentin.
KGB?
No, I don't know what it was.
No, there was an app called. There was like a service called KGB that you could text and ask questions to.
I'm not sure. Isn't KGB like the Russian?
It is, but it's also an app. I mean,
Intel. I was like, I wasn't dealing with the Russian government. No, I was not. But yeah, I mean, when I looked that nugget up,
was it Jeeves?
it wasn't Jeeves. Jeeves is different. I used to ask Jeeves the wildest stuff. But yeah, I mean, Marte in the first throw, 96.8. So Joe DeMayo,
thing of beauty.
Joe DeMayo asked me how fast do you think he could throw from the mound. I don't know. We should ask some people.
We should.
that are in the know. That's a great question, Joe.
Dude, it was like I watched the replay just over and over again after it happened because it was just so smooth. It was so
Seed.
beautiful.
And
Like,
Omar Narvaez with the pick also.
wait, can we talk about Harrison Bader's sliding catch too?
Oh, I mean, he made like 3 or 4 on the homestand.
This one, the one today,
Yeah.
was
And
beautiful.
Marte also made a sliding catch near the line. The Mets outfield defense, we said it. And there were some miscues earlier in the season, and we said it. That's not what this team is. How about Brett Beatty? Diving stop to turn the double play, and then he made a nice play ranging back on a lazy line drive, but still kind of a tough play.
And when he backed up Narvaez, got that pop up.
Yep.
Like, he called the pop up. Took there was another one with Lindor where he called it off on Lindor. Like Beatty's just become like a defensive. You know what? It's almost like last year. Remember Alvy when Alvy came up? One of the big concerns a lot of people had was defense because he's such a young catcher.
Yeah.
And then Alvy just turned into this defensive phenomenon. Like we're seeing Brett Beatty just really come into his own.
Yeah, it's no longer like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Not that we were with Brett, but like he's a good fielder. If you look at outs above average, he's tied for 6th entering today amongst all third basemen in baseball. He's real. Like every single chance he gets. And there was that one play in Atlanta we talked about after that when we did that podcast after they took 2 of 3 in Atlanta when Ozzie Albies hit the little chopper. And he came in and he fielded it and he put that in his pocket and it was the right play. And it was like, okay, he gets it. Like he's thinking the game well also. He's so confident when he's out there in the field and you can see it. And him starting that double play, it was like the play he made in Cincinnati, that Apple game.
This was a really fun game. And I mean, like a win that I think I mean, like every win is good and every win matters, but like winning on a getaway day feels just so important.
How about this? The Mets have now won 8 of their last 9 series finales.
That was the 2022. That was the 2022 special. Was win, lose, win.
Well, I mean, on average in baseball, like it's tough to have a 300 winning percentage, right? So, like, you play a series,
Yeah.
you usually split the first 2, and the good teams get the last one, and the bad teams don't get the last one. So when you can win that series finale, and then like today, you get on the plane, and I'm sure when we talk to Mendy, we'll ask him about it. What was that plane ride like down to Tampa Bay? It's a lot sweeter getting on that plane and going, I don't know, that's like a 2:10 flight.
You know what I want to ask Mendy?
A lot of things.
Well, about Tampa specifically.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he lives there.
Yeah, it was in my. I put a list of questions together.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, I would love that. I just want to know, like, does he stay at a hotel with the team, or does he just go back to his house
Maybe he has the boys over for a big slumber party. You don't know.
or a barbecue?
And then they all slumber there together. You know, maybe, I don't know, some sleeping bags, some movies. What
That'd be
movie do
chill.
you think they would watch?
According to Mendy, just tape.
Just tape.
That's what he said. You asked him this question, he already answered it, and I feel like you're still going to ask him again. What are you going to watch in the
I
flight?
promise I'm not going to ask him what he's watching on the plane.
All right, now before we get out of here,
We got some news. All right, we got some news.
Before we get out of here, we do want to talk about just these 6 socks we're wearing. Look at these. That's Mr. and Mrs. Met right there.
I'm about to double bag them.
That's Mr. and Mrs. Met. These are from the Kids Club. Now I'm going to give you some details about the Kids Club, John.
I'm double bagging these puppies.
All right, season-long membership is $65 per child.
That's a steal of a
And
deal.
in your welcome kit, you get a drawstring bag, a color-in pennant, an ID card, a lanyard, and a pop-it keychain. You know those like bubble things that people use?
Get a nice tight on those.
You get 2 complimentary tickets.
I got Mr. and Miss. Is that Mrs.?
You
Look
get
at that.
2 complimentary tickets.
He can come say hi to us.
And there's a monthly item that you can collect throughout the season. So like every month they'll have like a new thing that you can get. Like things like these socks, things like this cool hat.
Look at that thing. And tell me more about that hat.
So this hat actually has like individual patches that you can like switch on and off. So like, look at this. So
you got that's Florida, Mr. Met.
that's Florida, Mr. Met.
The kids repping the kids. By
I
the way,
love-
Nick Morabito. OBP over 500. Keep going.
Who is it? I feel like, can you say, I feel like I was like the first like Nick Morabito guy.
Nick Morabito. I hope that you know you got your OG sitting right here to my right.
All right. So you could just switch out the patches. So like there's different things on them. It's great for the kids because you know how kids are. Sometimes they like trains. Sometimes they like Florida, Mr. Met. So you just switch it out, and then you have like a bunch of different hats. It's also like a nice quality hat. It looks like it's gonna catch sweat pretty well. Like it's got like that like
Good for the summer.
got that nice material.
Dude, the weather, it's coming. It's coming.
I saw a squishy, a little squishy they
A
have.
ball?
No, a squishy is like a plush of like a helmet with soft serve in it. So they have some really good stuff coming out. So join the Mets Kids Club,
and there's no age limit, I don't believe. Like I'm about to sign Sophia up for this.
you should sign up. I mean, I was a member of the Kids Club when I was a kid. I remember, and I think when I was a kid, all you got was like an autograph from Mr. Met.
Yeah,
and now I'm swimming in autographs from Mr. Met.
We
now.
should also shout out Katie and Scott and Andy and the marketing team who have come up with so many great initiatives. Today at the ballpark was Silver Sluggers Day. Last Sunday was Kids Day. They had over like 800 people out in the bullpen plaza for a little party before the game, which was popping. So much fun. Vibes were immaculate. So there are so many great activations here at Citi Field. And
For the Kids Club, you should sign up. You just got to go to Mets.com and learn more about the Kids Club. I mean, like, I really think if you got family, you got kids, look,
get them started early.
Get them started early. And, like, it's nice to come and, like, have something to do other than watch the game sometimes as a group of kids. Like, go to that party. You meet other kids who are.
Yeah.
Because kids make friends easy.
Yeah.
Kids just run up to each other and make friends.
Yeah. When you're our age, it's a lot tougher.
No, I made a few adult friends recently, and I'm probably done after that.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more adult friends I can make.
You only have so much time, right? Like time is finite at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so thank you guys for listening. We had 2 great interviews today.
We got more, by the way. We got more.
Oh, we have a lot more.
This room was graced with the presence of, shall I say, a pope. And there was a little DC sipped upon in this. I'm sitting right in the spot. So there might be some content coming your way. Today was a great day, dude.
Today was a really good day.
Today was good.
We'll be back on
That's a teaser.
we'll be back on Monday.
We will be back on Monday. Big weekend for the Mets in Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
Really excited to see the Mets go on the road. Try to keep the good times coming. I like that there's no off day.
Yeah.
You know, I like that we're just going to ride the momentum right into the weekend.
If you're at the game, take a picture with DJ Kitty and send it to us.
And shout out Danny Young, by the way. First career Major League victory earned today. So good for Danny Young. He a Florida Gator. He was the pitcher, by the way, in that DJ Stewart, Jameis Winston.
I know, we talked to him about it at photo day. We might have a video of us talking to him about it.
Yeah.
But John, our cameras are about to die, so we got to get out of here. So make sure to listen, subscribe, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Comment on YouTube. Make sure to rate, review, and throw some tweets. I'm at Vito F. Khaleesi. That's at JMB9191. And we'll see you next week at the Apple.
And let's go Knicks, baby.